moon landing. Did it happen?
Oh, I love this. We're putting this on our podcast on Wednesday too. Get to Thailand and you go see the bridge. I'm like,
paid for your flight.
yes,
Yeah, it was
then
like-
and there.
It was.
So we got up on stage, started
During the
stripping,
ping pong show.
and then all the people, instead of putting money to the other ladies, started putting money to us.
Welcome.
Oh,
Thank you, mate. Thanks.
yeah, thanks.
I thought you were going to do a full
yeah.
spiel there, but that's it.
Can I just say I missed the start? I've not been more excited. Like, I've got 3 kids, and this is far more exciting than
kids.
Than kids. And I was waiting, and it started. Oh,
my turn.
Anyway,
Sorry to throw you right in unexpectedly.
Yeah, you came here last minute.
I did. Yeah. But it's an honour. It's an
Yeah,
absolute pleasure to be here.
Thanks for coming, boys. So we got, everyone probably knows Jashan.
It's actually Jashan.
It's actually Jashan.
Yeah, so,
I never used to
You
say
nailed
that.
it.
yeah,
And
Have
we
you
got,
been practicing?
No, you got up us last time.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
screamed
Oh,
at us.
true.
Hang on, is it Jashan?
we
No,
always
no.
said
Jashan.
Jashan.
It is Jashan.
Yes,
Yes.
Jashan. And Tony?
And Tony.
Yes.
What's your full name?
T-Bone.
Like is in
Antoinette.
Antoinette?
Yeah, you can call me anything you like. T-Bone, the big bone.
Okay. And you guys are from a newly created podcast, which is 4 o'clock somewhere.
4 o'clock somewhere, yeah. That sort of came out of nowhere. So I moved next door to Tony back in January.
Oh, so you guys didn't even know each other?
Nah, not at all.
really?
Had you seen Jashan's videos?
No, I'm not a social media guy.
Yeah,
No, he was just at the front. He was washing his car.
What are your podcast?
Yeah, pretty much. And I walked past and I started chatting with him and I walked away thinking, there's no way I'd ever have a beer with that bloke.
Really?
No, yeah,
2 days later.
No, yeah, but I kept seeing him over the yard and I'm thinking, hang on, he doesn't go to work. I wonder what the hell he does, right? So I had to get him over for a beer. So we got on the drink and he taught me this game that they called Buffalo, a drinking game, and got me absolutely smashed.
I got him.
And then we finally worked up the courage to go, what is it that you do, mate? I see you there every day in the backyard, and of course it sort of came out. And yeah, through time.
Sometimes you got cream on your face, sometimes.
Yeah, it was really kinky stuff. I like this guy, you know.
Do you have you got a dartboard or a pool table for when drinking?
We do now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we do now.
That's essential.
Well, we need to come up with a drinking game though. See, so we're early days in with 4 o'clock, but we're here to learn, boys.
Do you guys drink on every podcast?
Yeah, we have to. We got a beer sponsor. So we have to.
Really?
Yeah, they're not paying us,
Oh, okay.
Giving you
but
free
they're giving
piss,
us
though.
free beers.
Hey, look, you can't say no.
Yeah, which beer's that?
Monkey Tree Brewing. Monkey Tree, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
It's
out.
pretty
Well,
good,
they
like,
give us
yeah.
they give us free beer. We get to choose whether it's a pale ale or a lager.
Yeah.
Or a sports drink, but and they supply a couple of taps for us as well.
Yeah,
so
they
it's
got, like, ear
endless
taps.
beer on tap, and we're happy with that.
Pretty much best neighbour ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's gotten you free piss.
Yeah, he's done really well. Well,
far.
hang on. Who's the best neighbour?
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
Whoa. hang on.
All right, so how many episodes have you guys done now?
We're filming number 12 this Wednesday, so we're about 3 months in. Yeah,
And so what is it for those who don't know it? What do you do?
just more of like an entertainment podcast. So people keep asking us, "Oh, what niche are you in?" We're like, are we supposed to have a niche? I don't know. Marty and Michael don't have a niche. I don't think.
Created our
We
own.
just want to be like Marty and Michael.
Yeah.
No, just general entertainment, just talking about relatable topics. Just
It's kind of
banter.
evolving as we go. The one thing we did know is we wanted segments. So we want to create segments that we could rely on every week and people could rely on. And as the guests have been coming on our show, they've been enjoying those segments. But we're even feeling that's evolving from that, you know, in a better direction. It'd be exciting to see where it sort of goes. But
So what's the plan with it? Do you have like or are you just kind of winging it and seeing how it goes?
yeah, the second one.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
It's all you can do. Like, you don't know what's, and you got to really like put time into it. It's not going to just like go. You're not going to make cash off it. We still don't. We're in the negative.
Well, we're breaking even now.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
yeah.
No, it'll be interesting to see where I feel like there's a lot you could do with a podcast. And what's the one in NZ? They were over in Perth and did like a live show in an arena and sold out 2,500 tickets.
Yeah.
for a live show. What is it? The morning shift.
show.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
morning
I've heard
shift.
of
The
them, yeah.
Kiwi boys. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking wild.
And yeah, so we're like, oh, maybe we'll be in the middle of an arena one day.
Yeah, well, it'd be cool to get our live show like that one day. But
You have done a couple of live ones.
yeah, we've done 2 or 3 now.
2.
3.
We're going to do our third.
Oh, yeah,
Tickets
3.
should be on sale now.
Oh, there you go.
How's it go doing them? Is it like
It's like it's a lot of work, eh? And like a lot of stress, and then you kind of, we just kind of do it because it's fun to just get piss with the
Where did
fans
you
after.
do it?
Yeah.
Here in Brizzy, we did the Judith Wright Centre last year.
Yeah, what was the
But
one
they
before
won't
that?
have us back.
Yeah.
We burnt that bridge.
Whoa, no, not getting into that.
Yeah.
And then the other one was the Queensland Multicultural Centre.
Yeah. And then this year
which-
we're at the Princess Theatre.
And that was just a once-off too.
Yeah,
But
it wasn't.
You just do everything once, eh?
Yeah. We were looking at venues at the Goldie because we wanted to give because we're getting a bit of a reputation.
Don't f it up for podcasting the Goldie
I
as well.
think you just found the name of the podcast, Burning Bridges.
Yeah.
This is good to-
That is not bad. Well, look,
We'd have to
yeah,
burn
so-
a bridge every podcast.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, true. Well, that's a new segment at least. We could end friendships.
Yeah. All
Let's
right.
call Lockie up.
Should we do it right now? I'm pretty keen to call him too. I've been meaning to end that one for a while.
Look, we could
No.
call him. Oh, we don't have a phone. Have you got his number?
I might.
I
Has
could-
it changed at all in
You
years?
could be like, Michael's got some news, and I could end our friendship right now.
I don't feel like he'd be too nice. He wouldn't care. There's nothing he can say to Lockie that would end that friendship.
Look, let's. Call
I don't have his number. No.
Oh, how convenient.
I've already blocked him.
It's probably for the best. Lockie, we're still friends. For now.
for now. Once we get your number, we'll figure it out.
What was I going to? So, with your podcast, what normal work do you do, Tony, outside of?
Well, boys, I'm new to this. I had 4 followers. Like I didn't do social media, and so it's a new world for me. I'm in transport. Well, the family's in transport, so.
Okay.
But I have to say, reading comments and things like that, it's people are very, very invested in what you do. I think it's absolutely exciting, and I love it. Yeah, so far so good, but we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, well, I've watched a few episodes, and you guys, the set looks amazing. It looks way more look at what we're doing.
Why does everything we do always look shit?
No, it doesn't.
You know, it always just looks a bit shit.
You break everything. That's why. You can't have
It's
anything
just-
good.
There's just like a level of we just don't have any respect, and that's just never been something that comes naturally to us. And then we should just break. Like, look at this shit.
I know. I'm looking at
I don't mind the
your
artwork.
sleepy eyes cutting right through. It's gorgeous.
Like, here's some info for you. This table used to be the old podcast table, and they lit it on fire.
Oh, really?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
I see. They don't remember that, so, but
Podcast's
I
on
remember
fire,
that.
right?
Yeah, and they just lit it on fire. So.
Yeah, we used to get on it too.
Yeah, our first season, we just were like,
I don't remember.
Dark.
Yeah, it's just us going PCAs, what public announcements and fucking
we just get
rants and man.
really dark shit.
Yeah.
And then we'd drive home after.
Well, you would. I lived there. No, it's looking good, guys. You guys are killing it.
Thank you.
Enjoying it.
Look, I have to say, Jashan's been great because in these situations, you have to kind of just put your balls out there, right? And something I never would have done. Yeah, I just, call it ego, call it fear, whatever. And it was like from the very first day we recorded, I don't think we edited much at all, Justy. Let's just get it out. And that's kind of what we've been doing ever since. So it's as raw as we can make it.
Yeah.
Mistakes in it and here, there, and everywhere. But it's just been an eye opener for me, and I love it. It's fantastic. Yeah.
How did the conversation go down? Say between like, hey, do you want to do a podcast? And what was it? How did that start?
You guys know you went on my podcast years ago. So I started one. I think it was 2018. I for the first time ever started a podcast. But the problem was it was just me and always relying on a guest. And all it took was 2 weeks in a row for the guest to pull out last minute and be like, oh, bro, can we do it next week? It's like, no episode this week. Next week, the same week thing happened. And then I was like, that's not sustainable. So I sort of called it quits there. And I was like, I always wanted to do a podcast again. But I always said, no, next time it actually has to have a second host. So if a guest doesn't show up, then the show still goes on, kind of thing. And so early
Well,
on,
we had
were
many
drinking every
nights we'd just get on the drink and we just talk conspiracy theories, right?
Yeah.
The moon landing, flat Earth, adrenochrome.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
you gotta
all that
love
really
shit.
good,
Yeah.
really good stuff.
And I think it just got brought up.
I think
was
we
like, "Fuck,
just-
maybe we should just start recording this shit. Eh?
Yeah. Like
So
we
we did,
just
yeah.
ramble on for hours. And then Josh one day said, I've always wanted to do a podcast. And I thought, well, so have I. And I guess within the week we had it built and we were shooting the first podcast and we had it out there, just to see how it all went. And it's sort of grown from there, really.
So you're consistent. You do weekly uploads.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Good.
got it. It's
Yeah.
consistency's key.
Well, it is if you don't have like guests, relying on guests.
Yeah.
That's why, we never started with the guests.
Yeah. And we're aiming for every third episode. We're open to whenever guests, but we kind of want to always maybe have a couple of weeks in between where it's just us. So we don't want people to be too used to it's like, oh, this week it's that guest, this week it's that guest. Then there's no guest for 6 weeks. So it's like let's just slowly build what we're doing, and then if a guest comes on, it's kind of a bonus. So.
Fine, we'll come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Maybe like season 3. No.
We've grown a bit more. I just had a thought too. The Michael and I did the podcast Royale last year. We could throw your names into the hats. They're trying to get.
What is it?
What is
Boxing,
that?
isn't it?
Explain it.
Yeah,
Are you much of a boxer?
So we got to fight each other. Wait, can we fight each other?
No,
or
do we have to do
fight
like a
others?
tag team? Like fight
I'd rather
another
fight
podcast?
Tony.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
By that stage, I'll be ready to.
So what is it? So as podcasters fight each other
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
charity.
Podcast
For
Royale.
charity.
No, it's not for
I
charity.
think we said it was for charity, but it wasn't.
It's not for charity.
We just get to beat each
But we
other
didn't
up.
make any. Well, we made a little. we didn't really make.
mate.
No,
any. If
we
you take the cost for boxing training, we were in the negative.
Wait, is this you trying to fight me, Michael?
Look at this.
Is this what you're trying to line up here?
We've spoken about this. We've retired because we
right.
were champions.
They won
So
that fight.
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
thrown Brown under the
Yeah,
bus,
Matt's gonna do
or
it next
in the
year.
bus.
Mate,
and
we
he's
could
gone.
fight. Battle of the Baldies?
No, I can't do it. They said that. They actually suggested that I challenge you. I can't do it. I have too much love for you. I just couldn't get to that
Well, you
dark
can do it.
spot.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not like a
I couldn't
serious.
do it. I
like,
could not
fucking-
throw a punch at you. I just
We'll
be
just throw
You can
some
knee
fine
him, you
print in
can
the contract,
cry.
and second round I knock you out. Yeah.
yeah, I'll probably cry.
Yeah, then you could just bet
I'd rather
keep on just
I'd rather have someone that I can like just have a bit of hate, like build up my own hate for them in my head, and then I can really have a crack at them.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
That's an option. We can throw it out to the alpha blokes and see if you boys would be a part of it. It's up
Yeah.
to you.
I think
When,
they-
when
It's a
does
lot
it
of
happen?
pressure.
Is it like every year?
It'd
kind of?
probably
I
be
think
this
so. I think
next
The last
year.
one was the first one.
Yeah.
It'd give us something to work toward.
Yeah, it
There's
keeps
nothing stopping. I think they have a form you guys can just fill out and you just send it to them.
Okay.
There is the fact we probably need to learn how to fight.
Do we get to pick our own uniforms, like what we wear?
Yeah, you can do that, and
wear
you get
whatever
your
want.
walkout song as
You
well.
can get whatever sponsors you want. So,
Oh.
you know, it's pretty
And
good.
I think they're asking what level of boxing you've got so they can match you up with someone who's.
Yeah, they won't like put you in against
Yeah.
like a pro or anything. They'll put you in against someone else who hasn't had any fights.
Maybe a female podcast?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Hey, equal rights.
Yeah.
And left.
But yeah, look, something, we'll see. We'll
Sounds
talk about
good.
it later.
Yeah, we're open for it, aren't we? Yeah, let's
I
go.
think so.
Let's go.
Besides the stress of the fight, though, it's a fun night. Like they sold the
Yeah,
place
it's like-
out. It was packed. Everyone's getting along with each other in the back room.
Yeah,
Wasn't
you
it
meet
at
all
the
together.
casino?
Yeah.
It was at the
It was
Goldie,
at-
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was at the Gold
Convention
Coast
Centre.
Convention Centre.
Convention
yeah.
Centre. Wow,
And it
that's
was
a big
sold
one.
out in like a day. Like 5,000, all these miners, like just, it was wild.
I'm not. Is this right? It was the fastest selling boxing event in Australian history.
Well, I wasn't going
Really?
to say, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That's correct. Matt.
Wow, that's
And we were the main event. So.
Yeah.
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 But
And
we had
we
nothing
won.
to do with
Well,
the tickets.
and you
will be
won.
main event.
and you won. That's
But we
unbelievable.
had nothing to do with tickets.
And the crowd they get
Can't
is
claim that.
wild. Like we had Isaac Harmon there with the guys, and Isaac was just there saying, "I've headlined events. I've never seen a crowd this wild for boxing."
Wow. Did you like full on going to training camp? and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah. We're
True.
battling injuries and shit at the time, but yeah, I got like a good 11 weeks in, and
Yeah, I
Michael
think
got
3
like
months before my kneecap went to the side.
Dislocated
so I
it.
dislocated it. And I think I had 7 weeks of hard training before. So
Okay, so you've got to commit.
Yeah,
This is
oh,
a,
yeah.
this
Oh
is,
yeah, we went.
we
yeah,
committed
went hard.
before, but
Okay.
then the Christmas holidays threw us out. So
Like we
got
do
on
have
the
a beer
drink.
sponsor. We do have to kind of continue drinking.
Yeah, but a lot of them in
I don't
there
know if this
didn't-
is gonna work.
A lot of the boys there didn't do any training. They just got
they
in
had a
there
bit of
and
fun.
swung around a bit, and then that was it.
Who did you guys fight?
Knuckles and Brizey, they're called. They're
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah,
It's
they've
two
got the
other
Proper
podcasters.
True Yarns podcast and the Dead Ass podcast. So they
I got to
they're-
look up what other. I don't.
Yeah, that's
know
the
any
other
of
thing. The
them,
other
no.
reason we did it is because we don't like know any other Aussie podcasters, and that was just like big group of them.
But yeah, so they've been mates since childhood, and they teamed up against us. And
got their ass handed to them.
yeah, well, look, it
Oh,
was
it was pretty
close.
close,
It was
yeah.
a good fight, but yeah.
Look at the size of you boys. though.
And how did it work? It was like a tag team thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you just come tap out anytime and
Yeah,
like
well,
the old wrestling.
Well, there was an unspoken kind of agreement that Michael would go against Knuckles, and then when
Yeah, okay.
Knuckles tapped out, Michael would tap out, and then me and Brizey.
But you guys are going
that's
to be
cool.
6'3", right? Look at the size of you boys.
Yeah, 6'2".
6'2".
Yeah, we're f***ing massive,
Beefed up.
really athletic boys.
Oh.
Mate, you could say you were
I'm nervous
5'7"
just
and
thinking
you'd be
about it.
massive for me still. Eh?
Now I'm 76 kilos, but I got up to 84 kilo. But yeah, it's hard to gain weight, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
Really?
Yeah, I don't find that.
I didn't find that.
I find it like difficult because I don't eat much food. It's
Did you
like a
find you
chore.
got pre-nerves too? Like I'm nervous. As soon as you brought it up and explained it, I got nervous.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But having said it, I'm kind of open to it, but I'm nervous. I'd be
Yeah,
very
terrible.
nervous.
The last like month before the fight, like it's so hard to try and be funny on camera because it's always in the back of your mind, and then so yeah, everything's just kind of ground to a halt. But then the relief after was just nuts and
The
massive
glory.
2-month bender.
Yeah.
Undo all that training was so fun.
Oh, so you fully didn't drink or anything during training camp?
No.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
Good boys.
pretty serious.
Christmas holidays, that's how I got my injury. I was drunk and then twisted my knee trying to be like, do a question mark. And then next minute I'd fallen to the ground, my kneecaps to the left. And I'm like, how the did I do that? And it was just the worst 2 months.
Always
of
injures
recovery.
himself. so
What's
much
the worst
more.
injury you've?
Well, but that wasn't even for
What
filming.
about the nail gun? Is that Is that
Well,
the
that
worst thing
closest
ever?
to going
Dying.
horribly wrong.
Because it was in between. He shot it and it went in between two arteries by a millimeter to the left, a millimeter
And
to the
Michael,
right.
I was like, for some reason our risk analysis just didn't work that day. Like Michael didn't even, I had a pillow on my lower body just because I didn't want a nail to go into my kidney or something because there's no bones there.
Anywhere else is fine, but
Yeah. Well, that's what we were thinking. So I just put a pillow on the back and so many nails hit that pillow. Yeah. And you were just
I didn't
standing
have a
there.
pillow.
No, you were just standing there.
I've been watching you guys for a long time. What is it with you? Are you like adverse to pain, or can you switch it off?
It's sort of my fault because Marty wanted to do more pranks on the public, which we did a lot of when we first started. And then I veered more. We started live streams and I was like, all right, to keep people on the live streams, we'll do fucked up shit to ourselves and hurt ourselves for a certain amount of likes. And then the more likes we get, then we go to this item or this stunt.
what we're gonna have to do, mate.
And then it's just
what you're into now.
we became, I guess, known for f***ing each other up. And then that was the bed that we made. So we sort of got to sleep in it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty over. We're both pretty over it.
Like filming 2 website videos a week is just so grueling because it takes so long to recover now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it would have been in your favor for that boxing then. That would have been nothing. Just getting punched in the face.
The training
that's it?
was
That's what these people
rough.
whinge about?
Yeah, well, the training was just we went to nitro boxing and they're all super, professional boxers in there, and the training was just so you kind of just really well prepared.
How many days a week did you train?
We're training 6 days a week. There was a period where it was 2 days a week, 6 days a week, but that was too much, and then pull it back. But yeah, we had a nutritionist and shit. Fully went hard out, eh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm open to it anyway. We'll see
Yeah,
how
I
you're
reckon we
traveling.
should do it,
See
yeah.
how you're traveling.
You actually will?
Maybe.
All
yeah,
right. That's exciting. We'll put your names forward.
I haven't been in a fight in that long now, eh? Like a proper fist fight. It's been
So when was the last
So
time you had a
long.
fight, and what happened? Misses?
Yeah, the day after we had our wives on the podcast, we're blowing wind up their ass. Very next day, I think I had the biggest fight I've ever had with my wife, and I thought, today's the day we should be shooting that potty. But you're not a fan of fist fighting, are you?
for me to be in a fist
Yeah.
fight? No, I love watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be a test of all tests. I
It's
think.
been
Did you and your brothers get into a few punch-ups when you were young?
Yeah, of course.
Who got into the
You won?
most fights?
Who
Out
what?
of all of you guys, who got into the most fights?
Probably me and Kailash, but it was more Kailash just beating the shit out of me. So it was sort of one-way fights.
Oh, right.
He's the eldest.
Yeah.
So
But,
it's definitely that way.
Fights with other people though. Who
Oh,
would
with
go out?
others?
Yeah.
Nah, not really. No,
No one f***s with the Prasad.
nah. They knew better.
Oh, he's got brothers.
We'll film you and put you on mine, bro.
Oh, man. Well, how are the boys going? Have you been hanging out with the boys?
Yeah, we had everyone around yesterday for a barbecue, so that was good. Oh, we found a bunch of VHS tapes that was in my mum's garage from when JJ was 5-6 years old. Shami would have been 10 years old, and me as a 12, 13-year-old.
Oh wow!
Just a bunch of tapes, and finally borrowed a video player to chuck them all in. So we had a bit of a sesh watching
that
some of
would've
the
been
good old
awesome.
days back. Eh?
Fuck,
So
I wish my parents filmed me and
You know,
shit. Eh?
no way Germany doesn't have tech then.
Drew me.
it wasn't our parents. It was
This is the neighbor, the creepy neighbor.
no, it was us boys. We always had video
Oh,
cameras and just
true.
filmed
Oh,
each other. Yeah,
wow.
Would've been
and it was a lot of
skate footage.
skateboarding. It was a
Yeah.
lot of skating stuff, and there was a full game probably JJ's first year ever playing soccer when he was like 5-6 years old or something. He was always good. Fuck, that
He was a
kid's
gun then, wasn't he?
talented, eh? Fucking hate
Yeah.
it.
Well, you could like even just like all the prasars, you guys just like everything you guys touch just fucking works. Like even like Shami, you know, he's like a
Hold up, I just need to touch it. Then you've had problems today, haven't you? You haven't been able to piss.
Where did that come up from? How did it go from Shami to pelvis? No, let's get back.
Marty's saying everything I touch just works, and you've been struggling with piss today.
I walked into the room. I don't know. I've got this ball ache, and I don't know what it is. I think it might
And
be.
you're pissing out like a teaspoon.
It might be kidney stones. I don't know. Anyway,
Dude,
I
that's
wasn't coming today. He goes, "You got to come," and I said, "I really want to meet the boys, but I had a doctor's appointment."
Oh shit! You
And then
cancelled it for us.
I said I've got to come and
Hopefully
say
something
g'day.
serious.
So I cancelled because I couldn't wait to meet you, and I'm here. I'm so glad I'm here too, by the
Well,
way.
maybe-
But there's still a light ache
Well,
there.
maybe
but-
Matt could have a look after if you want. Make a prostate exam.
Matty,
I can't guarantee I'll have an answer, but I'll have a look.
have a look at it for you.
Brown's had kidney stones. So he
Yeah,
knows
I've
all
had.
about
I've
it.
had.
Oh, really?
No.
What is it? You just have to piss out a stone or something?
Yeah, I
Can
kept
you
my-
see the thing?
Yeah, I
rock.
kept mine. The first time I didn't, and then the second time I pissed into a cup so I could catch it, and then I got it, and it was like
big?
razor sharp.
Yeah.
But you'll know if it was a kidney stone because it goes down your little tract.
You've
and,
still got
Yeah.
endo, hey?
yeah. and,
He doesn't
but yeah,
share,
basically, it
though.
gets caught in the little as it goes around the corners. It gets caught, and that's what causes your pain. And dude, it'll drop you.
No, it's not that then.
Yeah.
What's the next thing?
The next thing's probably a lot more.
But if it's really small, you might have the pain, and it's gotten to the bottom, and it might be stuck in the one spot at the
In
bottom.
the bottom of your sack.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
floating around there.
Anyway, we'll have a look later, Matty. Please.
Anyway,
But
you
yeah,
were saying.
you guys are very talented.
Yeah,
at
no.
the
So
start.
what I was saying, yeah. So not many people know. Like you wouldn't look at Shami's like content and think that guy's like a business genius. But man, everything he does, even Jaden now with the Fork and Easy, everything you fucking do, like you were taking like photographer booked out. What was it? You just work for 6 months and then have 6 months off.
Nah, definitely not. It was definitely shooting all. Yeah,
A lie.
in my in my peak of shooting weddings, I was shooting about 120 a year.
Yeah, see,
So
that's
that was
dumb.
like 2 or 3 a weekend kind of thing.
Yeah.
You guys earn good money with that. Like,
Yeah, it was good. The only part I didn't like about weddings was people book you so far in advance. So it's like 12 to 18 months in advance you get booked. And then with everything that comes after, if they're doing albums and stuff afterwards, then you've got months worth afterwards as well. So every job turned into 18 months to 2 years. And so the day I decided to try get out of weddings, it was a 2.5 year long transition to get out.
Oh wow.
COVID kind of helped me out because a lot of people cancelled their weddings, so that sort of helped me. But yeah, it took me 2.5 years to actually stop.
Yeah, see,
And then you come along, you're like, Johnson, can you shoot my wedding? I'm like, I do it for mates still.
Yeah.
But yeah, not as a
yeah,
business
see,
anymore.
that's what I mean. Like just fucking killing it, and then you're just like, I'm over it now. Start Facebook, whatever, and now you're killing it there with your page. With your, what's that on now? You guys are flying on Facebook.
Yeah, about to hit 1.3.
Yeah,
Facebook now, yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah,
So
no,
what
it's
do
not
you what do you think it is with all of you guys? Like, is it just instinctive? What do you think it is that you guys are also business savvy?
There's a bit of charm in there.
Yeah,
I met
Yep.
Charmy yesterday, and they have this and JJ this real charm about them,
Yeah.
right? Real likability,
They are,
and where you're kind of just drawn to them, really.
That's what we're lacking.
Yeah.
We're not-
I know. I feel it.
They flirt with you a
Oh,
bit.
I feel it.
I think it was all just we didn't want to have normal jobs.
yeah, you don't.
Like, well, we better do something then.
So it's just that motivation.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we have always had just the business in us kind of thing.
Yeah.
We've always been somewhat
Because
interested.
it doesn't seem like there was any learning curve. You just kind of like, I'm going to start this now, and then it just works.
Yeah, the first thing we ever did was just perfect and we nailed it.
Yeah.
Never made a single mistake, eh?
Well, the bar. Remember Shami's bar? What was
Yeah.
that called again? But that
Memory
was-
Lane.
Yeah, that was going well, and then friggin'
Yeah, that got interesting real fast.
yeah.
Did you hang out there often?
We
went
went there
there
and
once.
visited, and I
Yeah.
remember. I think we had a shisha, and I think we had a meal there, and it was delicious.
Yeah, it could have been really good. Hopefully we get to do it again one day.
That'll be good to see.
But yeah, that was... Yeah, I won't go into the details. I think that's someone else's story.
Yeah.
If they ever want to share the true behind the scenes of what happened there. Like, they've spoken about it, the mellow version, but yeah, there's some names we can't sort of say and stuff, so we'll Well, yeah, we'll keep that one on the down low for now.
How do you go juggling social media with a family? Because you dad and stuff. Do you have time to split between both?
Well, these days I'm not doing as much with my brothers and stuff as more just simply for the fact that I had no time and I was just continuously burnt out and run down.
Yeah.
So pretty much the last year, it's about a year now that I sort of took a step back. I'll still help him anytime. Still been on a couple of trips and stuff, but yeah, I just needed to, and me and Cassie do our own thing, so that's at least there. And then but I've just sort of brought back some of the time that I was losing because for a while we were doing a lot, especially around COVID. We started filming 6 days a week and just posting every single day, and then kids don't work with that sort of setup.
How is your daughter?
Yeah.
What's her name again?
Harmony.
How's she going?
She's so good. She's
How
such
old
a
is
little
she now?
princess. She's 3.5 now.
Holy that went so quick.
So fast.
Are you going to have another?
We'll have one more. I think I'm going to stop at 2.
Yeah, 2's enough.
Two. I think I'm happy with 2. You keep
I said that.
smirking every time I say that.
I said that. I'm sitting on 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I said 2's it. 2's it.
Boys or girls?
Draw a line at 2. I said it after 1. 1. That's it. And 2.
Well,
Might
once you
be
get a
one
few, they
perfect.
can kind of look after each other.
Well, that's what I
Maybe
did.
in 13 years,
My eldest is 28, and then 10, 6, and 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
it
the
it
first
works.
one was an accident.
Yeah. They're all accidents.
Can you just block Jordan, please, so he doesn't see us now?
So you got 2 boys, 2 girls?
2 boys, 2 girls.
Oh, that's a good mix.
And you're she's 6. Lulu's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, your youngest daughter and my daughter get along like.
Yeah, they're besties. They hooked
Best
up
mates.
real quick. But yeah, no, kids, boys, get involved. It's change your life.
Yeah, what's going on? How's married life? Last time
it's hectic. Look, I reckon we're gonna start trying the next month, so I've probably got a year till I have one.
Yeah.
But let's see if my sperm work.
Yeah, they might not have all those nut
Dick
shots.
hits, yeah, we'll
true.
see.
Amber will be so mad at me if
Oh,
it doesn't work now.
it will, yeah.
Just blood.
It'll be bad. Let's just we'll move forward from there.
I hope that happens.
have you
It's so
had any
funny.
like hectic injuries to your nuts?
Yeah, like, oh man, a fair few, but it always like recovers. You know, it's just that initial, they feel like you're down the throat and you just like sort of got to push them back down. And then like after a few hours, you're back to normal.
I can't stand them, to be honest. Like mine are just, they're so long and sensitive.
Yeah,
Just a small touch and I'm done. I just can't stand them.
Do you accidentally sometimes sit on a testicle?
Not yet, but I can see that happening.
I'm like, I got one that's really long, and every blue moon, not often, I'll sit. You don't do that? Have you done that?
Not yet,
oh,
no,
but
but
they're not long enough.
I definitely can see that
That's the
happening.
future.
Yeah, by the time you're 60, that'll happen.
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
dude. I reckon I'll
I'm
be
still
hanging out
waiting
in
for
my
mine to
pants.
drop. Hey, I've heard that when you get older, they start like saying, I'm like, not for me. I feel
they're
like they're just f***ing tucking up more. Is it
so
is it getting colder or what?
The hormones you've got, you've estrogen.
No, I haven't dropped
It's
at
the
all. I'm kind of
transition.
jealous. I want to swing them around more. You know?
Should we do it now?
Dream of sitting on them.
No.
I think.
So being neighbours, what's the?
Have you
I'd
guys
say-
heard any weird shit?
Yeah,
Like-
have you heard each other f***ing your wives?
Have you?
Well, I haven't since I did. No, but I was because
I was listening.
Who's the noisier neighbour?
Me with the kids.
Yeah, true.
When you
got
talk
more
the
kids,
kids, I'm the
Yeah,
noisy
3
one.
kids,
but
actually,
I
yeah.
think in the bedroom I'd be the noisy one too, wouldn't I? And you seriously haven't
What are you
heard?
asking me for?
You've seen me.
Has
I
there
throw in
been
a little grunt every now and then. That's about it.
Anything crazy?
any police called to the houses or?
No.
There seems to be a few cars being stolen around the area.
Oh, really?
That's making me nervous.
Yeah, see, that's why you just buy shit cars. That's why we just buy, because no one there's nothing to steal.
Yeah.
People come here, they
Bro,
break
you've got
in.
money.
You got the
All
money.
over
You
your
got the
car.
money
That's
car at
so
the front.
nice.
It's
Yeah,
at least
oh, yeah,
200.
yeah,
All
Yeah.
the coins it used to be $2,000 on there, but now I'd say there's probably $200 on there.
Yeah, they're all falling
Gone
off.
down in
It's quite
value.
sad.
Inflation, eh?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I reckon we've never had a nice car. I don't
Yeah.
think we'd.
Maybe see like all the boys just buy nice cars. It's like adds to the branding of it. Whereas we've branded ourselves as kind of just pieces of shit.
Yeah, but it was beautiful. Driving in here, like we cried. He's like, oh yes,
What car's been torched this
looking
week?
at your property and the cars. It was like, it's beautiful.
There is that decrepit
beautiful.
one still.
Yeah.
I think we had
Was
a
that
hack
from
in.
the bus? It was
from
at
the
the
Bucks.
bus one.
Yeah.
It's the
I
Bucks one.
think we first
Henry
started
started
destroying
that?
it on your bucks, and then on my bucks we finished it
Yeah,
off.
someone threw something at it, and then that was it. Like
It
that's just
started
what
at the
happens.
bonfire, and then next minute rocks had gone.
Yeah,
through it,
yeah. Like
and
it just takes someone to disrespect it, and
who
then everyone's
shat
like,
on
"Oh,
it? Did
we're allowed
Austin
to do
shit
that."
on it? Or
Austin
Austin
did do a shit on the
it.
bonnet. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
forgot
such
about
a fun
that.
night. Now
That's
we should
why.
replay
That's
that.
why you had tears rolling down as we're driving in. He's going, oh, that's the car. Memories.
Emotional.
Memories.
Yeah, we've had some good times here, eh? That
Yeah.
box was so fun.
Are you going to
God.
move the destroyed car to the new house?
No, I think we might
As
just
a memory.
bury
You
it
should
here.
use it like a piece of artwork in the new house. Like, you know how people. Adrian's put his nice car up in the
Oh, in the top of the
his-
penthouse.
Yeah. Why can't you do that with
We
that?
could put it out the front.
We
Oh,
could
no.
put it. We've got a
Just
little.
on the ceiling, on the roof.
It's like a little dam or creek. We could chuck it in there.
Yeah, poison the water.
Yeah.
Like when you move, surely a piece of your heart will always stay in this proproperty.
Yeah, well, we've been like 2 years at one place, next place, so we just kind of keep.
Is it
leveling
only
up
2
slightly.
years here?
I think it's been probably just over 2 years.
Yeah, it's just over.
True. It feels
Yeah.
like it's been a forever thing here. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been some good times. I was saying to Matt earlier that we should just have your bucks party before.
Yeah, let's just have bucks.
Just yeah.
I'll
you know,
just say it.
I'm not saying propose, but
yeah, I'll just say I'm getting married. We're gonna have a buck.
Well, you
Yeah.
will eventually. Like, let's just have it now.
Just get it done.
I'm sure
Yeah,
you
get
get married
it out
at
of the
some
way.
stage in your life.
Yeah. When is the next Bucks? There
Yeah,
isn't
That's what I'm saying,
any-
Matt. Hurry up.
Yeah,
Boxes are like
I'll
my
work on it.
favorite celebrations now.
No, don't
After-
work on your relationship. Like just the bucks. We don't need you to propose.
Just have the bucks.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll get it
There
done.
we
I'll
go.
get it done. I'm not even going to tell her. I'll just say, hey, I'm having my bucks early.
I wonder what Matt's bucks will be like.
oh man, it would be like.
Why are you
basketball.
asking me? You'll
for
probably
it.
take over it.
Going for a nice walk.
We'll go play. We'll definitely do 36 holes of golf.
Oh,
36.
yeah, I couldn't do
Fucking
that
hell.
again.
Are you boys golfers?
Yeah.
It's tough, but it's good fun.
Yeah, we get out.
I
and have a
love
crack.
the idea of being a golfer, but I'm not. Like, I just, well,
I think
I
that's
haven't
where I
played
am.
that much. And if I go, it's generally the driving range. But I like the idea of being called a golfer. So you can call me one if you want.
What about pickleball? Who plays pickleball?
No, I've never
I
played.
can't. But why is it not that big in Australia?
It's getting bigger.
getting
It
Apparently,
is.
it's insane.
Yeah.
In America, it's off the hook, but apparently it's so addictive. I've never played it. I can't
Michael
wait.
DM'd the Lord Mayor and asked for a pickleball court to get put in near his house, and he's doing it.
Really?
I think so. Potentially
unbelievable.
4 courts.
Ask him, and he's like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, we'll see. He said, "Look,
Is that just to get him to shut up? It's like, yeah, we'll get it done. Don't worry.
yeah." So fingers crossed on that one, but
Wow.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
hope that comes through because I'm going to be using it a lot,
Yeah.
and I reckon all the other neighbors will hate it because it's that just constant. So like they're just going to hear that echoing through the park,
Yep.
and it's going to piss a lot of neighbors
I
off.
heard once you play it once, you become addicted.
Yeah, well,
what I've
look,
heard.
Marty's not a huge fan. Matt got into it, and then James is a fan now. So I'd say 75% hit rate
There
of
you
people
go.
that play.
It is
It's fun, but I prefer tennis still.
Are you guys into stickers at all?
Oh, man, what the
Sorry. I
As you can see, Matthew
I'm
is-
kind of into it, but you know. it's-
What, like Pokemon ones or what?
I
No,
just
people
any,
just
just
people
any
just
stickers.
send him stickers
Bosley,
now.
Miss Bosley.
Yeah.
People just send him stickers all the time now.
It's just a thing I got
It's
into.
disgusting.
Like, how do you get into stickers?
Well, I don't know.
No, it's coming around again.
it just happens.
It's coming around. Merchandising. No one does stickers anymore.
Yeah.
It's coming around,
I'm
Matty.
into it, man.
It's coming back.
I think we should do it, but there's a lot of
Well, should
convincing.
we all, like, one of my friends is selling like a
sticker
massive
machine.
yeah, you know Scotty.
What about stickers?
Scotty McChrystal.
Yeah, he's selling,
selling
a massive,
stickers?
he's selling his big ass printer.
Oh, wow.
And I was about to buy it last week. Then I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't. I'm looking for a house.
Yeah.
But maybe we start printing stickers.
What about
Fuck,
stickers
maybe I
that don't
should.
stick?
Stickless stickers.
So
Yeah.
just like drawings, really.
Yeah, little pictures.
There's a
Yeah,
niche for
but
that.
they're not. They're stickers.
You got to buy the glue separately.
Just upsell everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
What about trading cards? Sorry, I'll stop.
That's rough.
Sorry.
So what's the long term plan, Josh? With everything, like, do you have you got over taking photos of people getting married? Are you gonna do you have an end goal for the social media as well, or are you just gonna get as big as you can and then retire.
Yeah, I think the social media will always be there. Whether it's going to be pranks, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that forever.
Have you pranked your daughter yet?
Yeah, not on camera. Just like little
You should
funny
put
things.
like the
She
Carolina
started-
Hot Reapers in her
Yeah.
in her food.
It's funny. She started doing just like random little things now. Oh, she'll just take something and then just like, how many where'd you put it? Nothing. No. And she's like, I was just tricking. I was just tricking. So she's getting started. But yeah, no, pranks won't be a forever thing. I think that's why I like the idea of a podcast. It's something you feel like you can sort of
Grow.
do. It can just sort of naturally grow, and you don't constantly have to be trying to think of the next prank you can do and trying to one up yourself the entire time. It's just, it feels a bit more sustainable. Feels a bit more mature.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like because we're running into the area now where it's like, 'cause, you know, we're 35 and 34. We're getting a bit older. Where it's like, you know, it's like it looks a bit weird us doing that kind of shit. But I reckon,
Like we're all going bald.
yeah. But I reckon it's like if we stuff it out till like mid 40s, it might get
sure.
funny again.
It's like
Because it'd be like old men with each other. It'd be
Exactly.
like weird to see.
Yeah.
it will work for you because I mean, you remember like your comedians like your Jim Carreys, Robin Williams, all they were known for with their comedy, and they started taking serious roles. It took a while for people to join them in that transition, but gee, they did it extremely well.
Yeah,
right?
well, they're super
You'll
talented,
do the
so
same.
we got to find what our talents are still. Hitting each other
You'll
with
just be
sticks and
belting
shit.
each other when you're 60.
Well, it would be
Walking sticks. Just
seeing a 50-year-old dude shit on another 50-year-old dude.
That
I'd
would be
watch that.
hectic. That's if by the time we're 50, it's probably be illegal to do any of that shit.
Which walking
Where the
stick
world's
hurts the
gone.
most?
Which nappy works the best? And website content. My God.
Yeah, it's getting a little out of hand. It's hard to one up each other on some of the gross shit. I came up with a concept the other day, and tell me if you guys think this is good.
But would you watch it?
Yeah, so you know how there's the movie The Human Centipede?
Yes.
I don't think I've seen it. No.
So basically, this like crazy dude like sews drugs these people, and then they wake up and there's a head of the centipede, and then the next person's mouth is sewed to the other person's asshole,
And then it's
vice
like a chain
versa.
of people.
And
So
then
they feed each
basically
other?
They feed, the
The
person
head
at the
gets
top.
fed, and then
It shits down to the next, shits down to the next, shits down to the next.
And you want to do this?
It's
Well, obviously, I'd
for a month.
I'd be down. I would
just
be
for
down.
one episode.
But like, I was thinking a way to like, because Marty's not in on this, and I doubt Brown would want to do it, or anyone really, unless you'd like to. But I was thinking like, sort of self-sustaining myself, like, but like, I don't think I'd shit into a pipe that would go to my mouth. But I thought if I can put a pipe in my mouth, jam it up my ass, vomit into the pipe, and then vomit in my ass and see if I
Oh,
can
so
sort
you're
of-
going to circulate the other way,
like
just
a
push
washing
it up
machine
through,
Yeah.
the reverse centipede.
and it comes out like a burger or something.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to test it. I just thought it was a good idea.
That's a horrible idea.
Sorry. That's a sorry.
Yeah, look, we might throw it into the podcast live show. It could be the little finale.
I think you should get into serious acting. Yeah, I think you could do it.
Dramas.
You
Not
got-
that we don't take you
No,
seriously.
you got the eyes.
We should go on Home and Away and shit.
Oh man. Oh, Neighbours is done now. What's it? Oh man. Maybe we could do.
Dude, we should try and get on Home and Away.
No, I wouldn't mind doing like
Because their acting's shit, some of
It is
them.
rough. It is rough. And
Like people like from reality stars just go and walk on there and start acting. Maybe we should go on Home and
we
Away.
should apply for Home and Away.
Yeah.
That's a great see who. Imagine like documenting the whole process, seeing us on something.
We'll just send them one email and they say yes.
Or
Yeah.
let's just go to Summer Bay. Is it a legit place?
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
gonna
we
say
can
yeah.
go
I'm not
there
sure.
and we just sort of interrupt the sets. We'll start as an extra in the background and see if we can incorporate.
Yeah, we'll just
ourselves.
rock up, just hammer drunk.
No, because that's Streets. Is it Neighbours or Home and Away? One of that cul-de-sac one.
Ramsey
Ramsey
Street.
It's
Yeah.
like turned into a tourist attraction
Yeah.
now.
It
Everyone goes
sucks.
there to check it out.
I used to always watch Neighbours and Home and Away.
Really?
Yeah, it's because there was
Yeah.
nothing else on TV. It would
Yeah.
be 6 o'clock Simpsons, 6:30 Neighbours, 7 Home and Away, 7:30. Then the good shit would start.
They were our options, right? On one hand.
And
There's
now
too many
it's-
choices for the kids. It's,
Oh,
it's
man,
ridiculous.
now, like, do you let your kids watch like iPads and?
Oh, man.
like, when
We're
you-
going
say
through
you
on
go
car
out-
trips.
it's traumatic. We're going through it now. How
So-
to control social media. It changes a kid.
Yeah.
It
So
really
say
does.
you go to dinner. What
Yeah.
do they do? Coloring books or are they on their iPads?
No, we have designated times, but the problem is that we hardly allow it anymore. But they go to school and the kids have access to it all, so they come home and they think we're bad parents, and it's a problem that we're dealing with.
makes you
It's been
the
going
bad
on for a
guy,
while.
hey? They're
Yeah.
like, oh, why are you so mean? But really, it's like, look, I'm trying to help.
Yeah, but then you're torn because they need IT experience.
I still
But-
lean towards homeschooling. Hey, I'm leaning more and more towards it. It's scary because people are now asking, "Oh, what school's your little one gone to?" It's like she's 3. We've still got like 3 years. It's like, no, you got to book it in like now.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
got to plan ahead.
bullshit.
Yeah, that's the
So
tricky
we've had to
thing.
start looking at schools. I'm like, I think I want to homeschool. Hey, I don't like any of this.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it is getting rough these
Yeah, the
days.
schools are getting
You
weird.
can't really
Yeah.
trust the teachers now. They're all a bit.
Yeah.
Touchy.
Yeah.
A lot of them, yeah. Like even little things like our kids aren't allowed out in the sun unless they're wearing a hat. Now I get slip, slop, slap, but it didn't affect us as kids. Like
But
you
they
wear
did
a
try
hat.
and enforce it. Remember, no hat,
No, play
no
no
play,
school
no school
today.
today. They would throw that at us when I
Well,
was a kid.
that's what's happening now. And then they still sanitize as they walk in the rooms. There's a lot of rules and that might not be necessary
A lot of,
anymore.
Yeah, a bit
kids
of dirt.
identifying as cats and shit.
Mate, that's happening at a school on the Gold Coast.
I mean,
They
it's happening
actually
here in
they
Brisbane
put out
everywhere.
the bowls of water for these kids that identify as
It
cats.
could be
What's
fun
that?
to go to school like these days.
It'd be
Just
so
like,
fun.
Like, f off, miss. I'm a cat.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And doing an assignment, just jump on ChatGPT and it's done.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it.
man.
How do they? Yeah.
Yeah,
What are they
silence-
learning?
Yeah, exactly. Just how to use ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, now they're looking at what AI is going to like take over a lot of the majority of jobs. So it's going to be weird. What jobs are the kids going to have in the future?
Yeah.
It's hard to identify a job now that won't be AI in the future.
I wonder how we will get.
Well, you might need to do this human centipede thing. Create a few jobs.
Like, see AI do that.
You've convinced me. Well,
Guys,
yeah,
we've got 100 positions open.
the beauty of me doing it is it's real. If you're just watching it AI generated, it's not actually.
That's what I'm
human.
hoping that like content creators that we will still be around because like AI can make content, but
Yeah.
someone watching would much prefer to see a real person do that. Surely over AI.
You know what's crazy though? There's things where and I've thought about doing this for our podcast and just be done with it. But you can like, there's this AI where, say your camera that's on me right now. If I just continuously spoke for 2 minutes right now, it learns my eye movements, my lip movements, my voice, my everything. All it takes is 2 minutes worth of footage, and that one camera sitting still filming me, and I could then get me to say absolutely anything, and it'll spit out me sitting here, voice, my lips moving right, and it's all at that angle.
Yeah, well, now with the deep fakes that people can create, like you know, you don't know what's.
I think
really
that's what I
gonna
was
be
talking
real.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what it is. Like deep
Yeah.
fakes. Yeah. So they're gonna like you don't know what's real and what's not, or like what's actually going on.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
And that's what I was
I
thinking.
don't have a go at Mikey about that because I didn't know. I'm with you. Like, so that's deep fake, right? AI generated stuff. That's
Yeah.
deep fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, speaking of this shit, moon landing. Did it happen or
Oh, I love this. We're putting this on our podcast
No.
on Wednesday too. You know what? I'd love to. I think I lean towards no. I'll just start by saying that. But
Pick a side, mate.
No, I
Pick a
really
side.
want to believe it did happen because if it did in fact happen, then that's incredible. And you go outside, look at the moon, you're like, holy shit, we did do that. So I want to believe it for that reason. I want to be wowed. But I'm like 90% no.
Tony?
100% no.
So you reckon
No.
they did make it?
No, they didn't.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they didn't. Sorry, 100% no. It didn't happen. It's just a setup, probably shot by Stanley Kubrick, they say.
Yeah.
I think he openly admitted that he shot it right before he died, didn't
Well,
he?
look, yeah, I reckon there's no way they went. I personally think that.
Why? What's your big bit of evidence? Just
Well,
everything
just
combined?
Now, apparently, they don't have the technology to go back there, and you can't broadcast.
Well, they do though.
Well, they're saying they don't.
It's extremely
They-
expensive.
Yeah,
Because
but-
Elon Musk is going to try to do it in like the next 2 years.
Yeah. Well, look, how can they broadcast live from
Yeah.
the moon back then? I doubt they could even do it now.
Wasn't it on a telephone too, like a little?
Yeah.
If I'm in my back shed, I can't get a phone signal. Like,
But Mike, I think it was when the biggest occasion in humankind, right, going to the moon. Why would they lose the data, right? All of the data that they'd gathered from doing that they threw it all away.
Yeah,
and there
I
was a
know.
NASA guy explaining it, and he's saying, "Well, we'd love to, but we can't go back to the moon because we don't have the data anymore."
There's too many holes.
What
Do you
is that?
think anything's been to the moon, like our robots and stuff, just not humans? Do you think anything's landed on the moon? Because there's
I
that
reckon. Surely
whole
they've got
argument. There's the
samples from
lasers and shit. You can aim a laser and it'll go hit the reflector that they installed. It's like, did something go to the room?
I've never ever seen any cheese that they've brought back.
That's true.
Can't agree. Couldn't agree more.
That's a good joke.
Yeah, it's a Mr. Squiggle joke. All right. Bring that dude back.
Mr. Brown, do you believe they were in the moon?
I reckon they got there, but I don't reckon they got there at the time that they were telling us. I reckon all the footage and stuff they shot, I reckon that's all bullshit. I reckon they only did it so they could beat Russia to the moon.
Yeah.
But, so you reckon they went before or after?
Did Russia
After. I think they went there after.
Did Russia claim to go there as well?
No, there was a race. It was a
Yeah, I know,
race.
but after America got there, did they like, oh, we'll still do it anyway?
No.
No,
Yeah, but
but-
the thing is, they didn't really. You'd think if it was in fact fake, that Russia would have been like, "No, this is all bullshit," and they would have tried to squash it. But
Well,
but
they
then
probably
again,
did.
they probably did. But what gets put out to the US?
I guess when Musk goes there, he'll be able to see, because if there's no fucking American flag sitting there, he'll be like, where is it?
Well,
Right?
yeah, and also, I guess, onto your facts, you're saying you reckon they went after.
Yeah, I reckon all that footage, and they either went there and then they created the footage to make so everyone could understand. But I just reckon, all that footage, everything they brought out just seemed real shifty to me.
Well, last year or the year before, I'm pretty sure it was last year, did you see India had claimed to have gone? Did you see the footage of India landing on the moon?
It was Galaxian all over again. What? Remember the old Space
It
Invaders?
was like an 80s game of them like
that
landing on
that
the
wasn't
moon.
meant as footage, but I think that was like just.
A demonstration.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure
I'm
they
pretty
claimed
sure
it
was,
to be the footage.
Yeah, I'm pretty
No,
sure.
I think that was like a navigation in the car. What do you call it? GPS.
Yeah,
So there was basically saying where they were for computers. I don't think that was ever claimed to be the actual footage.
Mr. Martin?
I don't know enough about it, to be
What?
honest.
Okay, let's go further.
Our tech should be so good now that they should be able to film anything if they go to the moon again.
We
There's
should go to the moon. Surely we could go to the moon.
We have.
Yeah. Okay. I'll believe you.
Well, yeah, look, yeah, moon landing's a good one, but
I'd love to believe it. I love looking out at the moon over night time. I'm like, I really hope we did go there. That's cool.
Sometimes I swear I see people on there, eh?
do you reckon Epstein's dead?
Oh, I haven't thought about that. Yeah, is that a thing? Is it?
Well,
Epstein's
they
not
say he
dead.
committed suicide.
I hope,
I don't believe he committed
I
suicide.
I don't think he.
I hope
committed-
he's
I
dead.
think he's dead, but
I
don't think
hope
he
he's
killed
dead,
himself.
but something just in the air feels like they've just removed him to
Well,
the...
you knew him pretty
Yeah.
well.
He's on an island
It's a
with
body-
kids again,
body double
sipping
as
on
they pull.
martinis.
Sipping on kids. Well, you knew him pretty well, Matt. What was the island like?
warm.
cozy,
Warm and tight.
Oh, man. Sorry. Description, Brown.
is the Earth flat?
Oh.
No.
Oh, he's
No.
thinking about it.
No, well, look, I've
You've started
listened
it
to the
now.
cases and it's quite interesting, but like, yeah, I'd say I'm leaning to no, but like, I'm always open to any conspiracy.
I'm open to hearing it, but there's not been one thing that's been said.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I'll listen to anything, but
Yeah.
I think it's not. Right.
Before you get to the Earth is flat. When you look at NASA, do we buy into NASA?
Well, look, if you look at their
the
footage
shares?
of them,
What's the share price?
No, how they? Yeah. No, but how they? Who started them? Who? Given their history, are NASA a trustworthy corporation? Do you think?
Well,
Do you think they? Did you? Did you just drop one? Didn't you?
No, go on.
Yeah, I mean, can they be trusted?
Well, look, I
information.
always look at the footage of them in space, and you can see like cables and shit like that.
Cameraman. Like,
It's quite
running
interesting seeing them
Right.
saying they're in space.
Yet all of the information we get on Earth, it comes from NASA, right? If we can't trust that source, then how can we trust anything that we sort of give us? And you look into the old Freemasonry sort of scenarios and you think,
Shit, you've got him deep now. Eh?
Yeah, well-
Here we
well-
go. Strap
well,
in.
Secret
Eh?
societies are
there's-
very interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. You can see why people are asking the question now about flat Earth. Is it a secret they've kept and changed the history of mankind over hundreds of years? Possibly. Could be. They could do it. They're that powerful.
I
Could
think
do
like
a whole
any
body on just that.
any big corporation, I think it started off with really good intentions and then it's corrupted
Yeah.
over time.
Yeah, I don't see how there could have been a plan that they said, "Hey, in 300 years' time, this is going to happen." And like, if we just start working now, let's do this for 300 years' time. Not our. I don't believe people would.
well, they
be
go
like
back
that.
beyond
I think people are
300
too
years,
selfish
but-
for that.
Well, the pyramids. What were the pyramids built for?
Ooh,
That's the
energy
thing.
source.
Apparently, no one was ever even.
Storage
I
sheds.
think.
I think
reckon
there
there
was
were
storage
massive
sheds.
like batteries.
I'd love to go to Egypt. The pyramids is something that's.
I've
always
actually been
intrigued me.
inside the Great Pyramid.
Oh, no.
So I have some experience in that topic.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk to us, Maddie.
Is it warm?
Because the
30,
weirdest
30
place-
Egyptian pounds, and the guy was like, "Yeah, 30 pounds, and go in there." And they went through
pretty
this really.
racist.
No, he was just that's how he spoke. He went through this really
how they do it.
claustrophobic little tunnel. I had to crawl through it, and then you come out, and you're in like a big room. With
What
a
was there? Just
sarcophagus. There's nothing in there.
What year was that, Maddie?
2011 or 12?
Is that before they've had a cutoff point, right, where you can't go in the pyramids or something?
I'm not sure if there's a cutoff. Sorry.
Yeah, that's amazing. But
they've had like a big they had the big like I don't want to say revolution, but they had like a thing where the government got overthrown sometime years later. But yeah, you could go in.
well, energy source I lean towards that because there were no bodies found in the big pyramids.
You can't go into all the spots of that pyramid, but you can go into one of the rooms.
Yeah,
When
a lot of people think that the mummies come out of the big pyramids, but they didn't, right?
Yeah.
Valley of the
Yeah.
Kings.
How did
was
that
in there
become?
then?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there were no mummies in the big
Did
pyramids.
they find anything
Electricity
cool
companies and stuff.
They used to say
NRMA, car insurance.
in there? They're in there. They finally break.
Yeah,
in
no,
there.
I've heard the battery theory, and I think
Yeah.
it was they had the Nile right next to it back then, so the water sort of goes through, generates it, and then you got wireless tech. I've watched videos on it. It's very
Didn't
interesting.
they say it was the once covered with gold?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
well,
It's everything
the
that
Sphinx
transmits the
was a
energy.
wild one because you just think it's made out of stone, but when you get there, they tell you that it was painted, and you can look. If you get real close to the stone, you can see that like there's still paint left on it.
Mad.
It's not.
don't say that,
Did
dude.
you paint?
No, you're not allowed to get that close. But
So it's just a boulder, and they've just painted the shape onto it.
no. Like you know how like it's all like a yellow stone. It's actually
Yeah.
it was actually painted.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool how it was like from Aladdin and Jasmine gone past on the flying carpet
Yeah.
where the nose got chipped off. Though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was crazy
I-
that happened.
I still don't think they've come up with a good point as to how they built the bloody things, right?
Yeah, well, look, it's pretty difficult to get.
Oh, it'd be easy, bro.
People always talk about like they're lifting with their hands. Like, can't they just like we've got the pulley system?
No.
Like, could they
Put a
not just
rope
make
around it and
pulleys?
fucking drag it. Put a horse on the other end of it. You dumb.
Okay,
Yeah,
it was horses.
They actually there's a place in Egypt where they had to build a dam over the Nile, and there was these statues there, and they had to move those statues out of the way so they could put the dam in, and the statues were obviously weighed shit tons, and they had to bring engineers from all over the world to cut them perfectly to move them. And they said they just have no idea how they could move things back then
Because we don't use horses
that stuff.
anymore. We got cars and shit.
Maybe.
It was camels.
Sound
Dinosaurs.
frequency.
Maybe it was dinosaur days.
But they also cut things off to the public. Like I think recently, or I don't know how recently, but the Egyptian minister of antiquities went down under the Sphinx into like these chambers, and he came back up and they sealed it off. Like I think they concreted them shut, so you can't go down
horses down there. So horses down there.
there. So what are they hiding?
Horses.
Anyway, Egypt's fun. If you get a chance,
we could
go.
talk all day about that shit.
Speaking of traveling, you went to Thailand recently.
yeah,
What
we,
was-
we both went. Yeah,
What was that like? How'd you get the time off?
With the fam or
to
just
do
you
it?
two?
Just us two.
How did that happen?
It was
How did you
weird.
How do
get
you
that
convince
past your
that?
wives?
Explain
Cassie's
it.
kind of used to it. I've done quite a few last
yeah,
minute trips. I don't really ask.
Just
Babe, I'm
just
gonna
kind
go.
of wakes up and you're in
We're
your car in the
working. We
morning.
gotta go.
So you did some vlogging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Well, explain how it happened because it was weird.
It got weird.
No, it's just weird how it
sorry.
happened. Because we
Did
were
get weird.
at the pub drinking, just having a few drinks, and these guys come up to us, and there was an older bloke with him, and he was talking about he starts talking about all history, like
war.
war shit. It started on. We're talking wars and stuff, and then he's like, "Oh, you know the bridge on the River Kwai."
Good film.
It's like the
I've
movie,
been there.
and I'd never heard of the movie, and he was so disappointed. Like so off it that I didn't know what this movie was. I'm like, what? Why do I need
Where's
to know
Kwai?
this movie? He's like, oh, it's a part of Australian history, you know, the prisoners of war. He's like, no, go. You need to watch the movie. And then he keeps going on. He's like, nah, you boys are gonna go see it. If I book you flights right now, promise me you'll go see it.
What? So he
Yeah,
paid for the
he
flight?
said.
Booked us
He
flights.
said if you watch the movie,
He's like, I'll book your flights right now if you promise me you watch the movie and you get to Thailand and you go to see the bridge. I'm
He
like,
paid for your flight.
yes.
Yeah, it was
then
like-
and there.
It was, yeah.
Did he go with you?
Did you suck
No.
him off?
No, but we had to show him proof that we went
Yeah.
there, and we did. You know, we were there within 3 days.
Do you have his number? Oh yeah, we should call him and see if we get some. That's crazy. So
Yeah.
how much were the tickets that he bought?
5,000 US, I think, combined.
No.
Was it?
Was
No?
he rich?
What was it?
No, yeah, it was
Oh.
$5,000 return for both.
$5,000 return. Rate.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
That's
and then
wild.
3 days later, we're standing on the bridge. It really was quite
That is
unbelievable.
a good time to go to the pub.
You saw the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it many years ago.
Yeah.
My dad showed it to me.
Right.
I've seen
It
it
was-
when I was a
It's
kid.
an old film. Yeah.
Like, we went to the cemetery, hundreds of thousands of grave sites. It was really quite
Massive.
heavy.
Go on the
Massive
walk where you
mistake.
see like where they dug out for the train.
So you
Like-
fully know this?
Yeah, I went
no,
as a
we
kid.
didn't. We didn't make it to the Hellfire
cutout,
Pass or whatever it is. Yeah.
No, we just went to the bridge, the memorial place, and just interviewed some people. But it was
I can't
amazing.
believe how many people know about this. Like, I had never heard of
It's up near Chiang Mai, right? Like the northern part of Thailand.
Kanchanaburi.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
in.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying names now. But yeah, I went as a
We
kid.
drank. That's the beer, isn't it?
Well, they
Chang
got Chang
beer,
beer.
yeah.
Yeah, Changovers are the worst, but it's worth it. But yeah, basically when I went, I was like probably like 8 years old. But yeah, it's
Did you get up?
yeah, I had a few Changs.
Did you try the brownies there?
No,
Wouldn't have
but
been
now
illegal
weed
then.
is legal.
Yeah,
but
but
what
we
you
found
could
that
have
out.
done is just gone there, stayed in Bangkok, AI'd a photo of you guys at the River Kwai,
Sold the tickets.
Sold the tickets
or
Gone to
just
the
gone
casino.
there and
and
Yeah,
bought
had a
and
good
bought a
time.
couple of
Yeah.
horses.
Any lady boys? Did
Hey,
you guys go
On
to
our
the ping
la-
pong shows and
Not the
like
ping
peg
pong.
bats at them or?
No, on our so we're in that River Kwai place, Kanchanaburi, for 2 nights, and then 2 nights in Bangkok. So the whole thing was 4 nights.
Yeah, we did. Like we went from bush Thailand, where we had really nice rooms on the river. I think it was like $50 a night, and we had a couple of nights there. Then we did like a hotel in Bangkok where we had dinner at Sirocco, that Hangover 2
Hangover,
restaurant at the top of the building.
Yeah, yep.
So went there.
And then what you did a
kinda
ping pong
crazy.
show on the last night.
We tossed it up. We didn't end up going. We went
to a Ladyboy bar.
Ladyboy bar.
Yeah.
I remember I went to
Can
one.
we just pause for 1 second?
So
Sorry.
beautiful.
Can you check that camera, please?
Yeah, well, as I was saying, at the ping pong shows, right, it gets pretty f***ed up. Like, they do some whack shit. We have some stories from the ping pong show when we went. But I remember one time we were at a...
Was it like a big ping pong competition? Or?
So,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
they do... There's a list of weird, like, acts that they do. I remember one time there was this Thai lady who was pulling out... She'd shoved, like, 100 pins up her clang clang and then pulled them all out on a string.
Oh,
Could have poked, yeah, it was rough. And then there was a fish that
well,
came
there's
out
a
of one.
content idea you could do.
Fish.
A fish came
It
out.
was alive still, and she threw it back in the water.
Yeah, and then what they normally do is they put ping pong balls up there. You get a
shoot
ping
'em
pong
out.
bat, shoot them out, and then you hit them back at you. One hit me in the face.
Oh, I don't mind. That's
cool.
That's cool. We were gonna go, but then somebody told us that they were 60 years of age.
Yeah.
And we thought
It sounded hot
we-
till they were
Probably
like,
still
oh,
the
they're
same
all like
ones.
grandmas.
We don't
I'm
wanna
like,
see that.
nah.
Yeah, one night I took Marty there on my second trip, and then we were there, and basically, we were drunken boys, but we got
No
up on
security.
stage.
There's no
Yeah.
the bars there. They have no security guards.
So we got up on stage, started
during the
stripping,
ping pong show.
and then all the people, instead of putting money to the other ladies, started putting money to us, and then they had to shut the whole show down, and then the whole club, they turned all the lights on and kicked everyone out because
So we
everyone.
ruined it for everyone. Yeah.
Couldn't help yourself, could you?
Burning bridges.
Wherever you go, burning bridges.
No, we went to the Ladyboys though. One was getting. It was funny because there was a.
Oh, they were beautiful.
Security. You got started talking to this girl at one stage, and then
Well,
the security's just trying to get my attention, and at some point I look over at him. He's like, "It's a boy, it's a boy," and I'm like, "I let him go."
Yeah, but then I
this
saw
dude
him.
starts kissing the
Yeah,
back of
no,
your
hang on.
neck.
Before the kiss, he walked away from me, and I'm looking at his hips, and I'm going,
Big hips.
beautiful hips. How does that work, right?
I don't know.
Beautiful body.
It was a beautiful boy. Beautiful.
I figured out. I think the easiest way to tell if it's a dude or not, though, because a lot of them wear like, lingerie style stuff, and then there's heaps in miniskirts. I'm like, guaranteed everyone here in a miniskirt's.
Yeah. So it's
Like-
more loose.
Yeah.
I think you just got to do the old crocodile Dundee. Yeah, grab. Figure it out.
Yeah.
And then
we
there
start
was
doing that
some
in
that was
Australia?
doing like necklaces that were just like real chunky. I'm like, yeah, there's an anonymous apple behind that.
True.
That's how they
And you
cover
can
it.
see how people get trapped though. Like they dim the lights pretty low in there, then
Oh.
the drinks keep coming out.
I was at the bar and I just finished talking to this bloke. Hot
bloke.
And I'm at the bar and I felt this and I got this chill right down my body, and I still don't know to this day if I got that. I don't know what sort of nerves that was. Was it? I knew who it was.
Could have been good. It could have been
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah.
Well, the fact you had an erection as well.
I would never. Anyway, after I f***ed him, I thought this is going to get real weird.
Is he pregnant?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'll change the subject. What was the food like in Bangkok? Did you get to do any
so
food?
good. Yeah, we ate.
Did you guys get
so
sick?
much food. Nah,
No.
we ate so much food on that trip. It was
Off the
unbelievable.
streets as well?
Yeah, well,
Pad
one
Thai
day we
is
did.
great.
Yeah.
We walked past this this marijuana store, and we're like, oh, we'll go have a look. End up getting this brownie, and it was the strongest thing.
Did you eat it all?
Well,
Or halve it?
We
she
halved it.
warned us.
Well-
She goes, "That very strong, and I'm going, "Let's get the cookie." We do a cookie, half a cookie,
Yeah.
and he insisted on this brownie, and I could see that it was going to do us in.
Yeah.
It was obvious to me. And all the
could've
while,
told me.
I'm still getting my head around the fact that, hang on, marijuana in Thailand. Cause before I sort of worked out it was legal, right? I'm thinking, hang on, the camera's on us. Yeah, but we dropped this half. Well, actually, when I broke it in half,
Yeah,
it was a
it was
third,
like
two-thirds.
two-thirds.
And then we sort of paper, scissors, rocked it. He got the big one. Yeah, anyway, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I saw him walking up the street. There was a brick in the middle of the road, and I saw the brick, and it was almost like he beelined it straight for the brick, and then just kicked it with his foot.
You know, I
Fucking
knew it
dropped
was there. I saw it from 10 meters away. I'm like, all right, concentrate. Don't kick this brick. Don't kick this brick. Bang! I was like, oh, for f***'s sake, how do I kick that brick?
And what, you hit the deck?
Nah, like
Just
stumbled
broke
a
his
bit, but
toes.
yeah.
But
Lucky I was wearing shoes because that would have literally broken my toes if I was in my slides.
Severely stoned. It was.
Yeah,
it was
bro,
a moment.
it hit
We lost
me.
half a day.
It
We did. Yeah.
hit me really fast and really hard.
There's never a bad story from Thailand, I feel.
Oh, there's some bad ones.
Yeah, but are they really bad?
Yeah,
they're like
pretty
bad but good.
Pretty bad. I can't talk about them right now, but they're bad.
Yeah.
But no, it
it's
was a good,
crazy
it was a good
place.
trip.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But it was
That's such
amazing.
a great pub. Like, thank God you went to the pub that day.
yeah, I know. So we've been going back
Yeah.
every day since.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you bumped into him
He was
since?
obviously he was a wealthy guy, boat owner, because it was at the harbour.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think he just liked us. We had a few beers.
I see
with
why
him.
girls like to hang out at bars at Hope
Yeah, you
Island
get
now,
trips
you know?
to Thailand.
I felt like a hot chick on that trip. I'm like, holy shit!
You
I've
got a
been
sugar
flown
daddy.
around the world
Yeah, yeah.
to get a photo by this bridge. Yeah,
Suck his.
Yeah, nah.
I did. No.
I did anyway.
Close the deal.
that is a really bizarre story.
Yeah.
I don't know many blokes going to fly.
Have you
two
been to
blokes.
Thailand?
No, I'm going in November.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
No,
it's really fun.
my first time too.
It's a
Actually,
good time.
never been. You've been obviously more than once
Yeah,
at
probably
least.
like 5 times now.
5 times.
Yeah, we're going for 4 weeks.
You
It's going to
could-
be wild.
It's a place you can revisit. Just
Well,
'cause
everything
it's so
Do you
Love
prefer
it now.
Bali or Thailand?
I've been to Bali a few times and Thailand. I'd say I like Bali more now because everything's in one island.
Yeah.
With Thailand, you got to travel Bangkok, Koh Samui, all these different spots. So it's a lot of travel. But Bali's good if you just want to set up shop.
And if you wanna
it's
get
like
robbed.
an hour travel. Yeah,
Bali's great if
he
you want to
gets
get robbed.
there a few times.
I
But
always
yeah,
get robbed when we go away.
yeah. It's dude. Actually, got robbed in Thailand too.
Robbed everywhere.
That's the story you didn't want to
I'm
tell.
too trusting.
You're that tourist who's like this on the back of a moped
Yeah.
with his
No, I was
phone.
just looking with the GPS, like making sure the driver knew where to go.
Oh, and like a proper snap.
Some came past on a
Oh,
motorbike. and
no
grabbed our
way.
hand.
I'd pity the robber if you got your hands on him, poor little dude.
Well, he got his phone back. Like he used Find My Phone and had to
Yeah,
track
the
it
first
down.
time it got stolen, the same trip, like 2 days before it got stolen, and I managed to track it down and found him. And then, 2 days later, it got stolen again, but couldn't get it back again. Man, so
What'd you
annoying.
do when you confronted him?
No, the first guy was I got out of a cab and left my phone in there. I realized, but he realized at the same time and just took off.
True.
And then I just raced home and got Michael's phone and just got like
Find My Phone.
yeah. And then
Some app.
luckily, but it was only like he only had like 5% left, and I was like in a cab, like trying to find where it was, and then just managed to find it, and then knocking on the cab door, and he just opened the glove box and gave it to me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was
Crazy.
going to report
he,
it.
he
Yeah.
just pretended like he was an accident. He was gonna.
Yeah.
And that same Bali trip, we were obviously there's what's the drug? Valium. You can buy just anywhere.
Yeah, they
They're
sell
like
just on the
chemists. So
streets. Eh?
we were just smashing Valiums the whole trip, mixing it with alcohol. So you're just so sloppy. Like you're just, you know,
like
vacant.
Just walking one side of the street to the other side of the street.
And then next minute, like I come out of a little 7-Eleven with beers and I hear, Michael, help me. I can't see him anywhere. I'm like, where the f is that coming from? Then I look down, he's fallen in a drain, like 3 meters down. And as he's fallen in, he's like scraped the top of his gum.
The edge of the fucking, because I fell, and the hole here just hit my gums, and like a centimeter lower, teeth would have been gone.
Yeah, or even death. It wouldn't let you. You could have just like,
You know,
head up.
the drains go either side of the street.
Yeah, I was going to say,
And
how
they're like those
do you
little
fall down a
holes in
street?
the ground. There's just
Yeah.
holes.
Yeah, holes
Yeah.
randomly. So you got to be careful. But like, yeah, don't mix Valium with alcohol and barley.
Yeah.
There's a horror
Yeah,
story
no,
right
don't
there.
do well in those countries.
Yeah, you're not good. You need safe, like,
Yeah. You need Western-
resorts. Yeah, you need
Western
You need
resorts.
hotels and stuff.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. You're not good left on your own.
I was
Or with-
surprised at how clean Thailand was.
Yeah, it is.
Were
It's
you?
cleaner than Bali. I'd say.
Rains
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It washes it away. Yeah, true.
Washes everything away.
Yeah, and they're like mudslides.
There's definitely
Oh, yeah.
Washes everything away.
Like, I know they don't like the
Caves.
tsunamis, but it's probably a good thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
A reset.
a chance to reset. You know?
But yeah, look, that's a
Yeah.
crazy story that you
Yeah.
guys got a free trip for just drinking at a pub.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yes.
You must be
I
good.
felt pretty hot.
You must be
I
good
felt
dudes to be able to score that.
Well, we ate cheaply for the first 2 nights, first 3 nights really, but the night we had at that Sirocco, we didn't know the price. We didn't really
Bro,
look
that
at
place
we
is
didn't
so expensive.
we didn't really look at the price list. Like for 2 of us, we got the bill. It was $2,000 each.
No.
Yeah, 2,000 a head. Yeah.
What was it like? The nicest 5-star restaurant?
Oh,
It was-
It's like a rooftop looking over the.
Oh, that's yeah. You can
We
Look
had-
at there's posters of The Hangover and stuff. You know the big set of stairs. That
Yeah, the hangover.
yeah.
one.
So that place.
Wow.
And so it's, yeah, big,
We had someone with us, so it was a $6,000 bill. And
Would you just get drinks at
I said,
least?
Jashan pulled out his credit card. I said, mate, didn't you promise to pay for it, right? Before we went over. He goes, mate, I'll take us out to Sirocco. I've got this. It was 120,000 baht. And to his credit, he went, right, no, I made the promise. And I'm like, yeah, you made the promise. And
that is a good
What
bloke
was the?
there.
What was the? Did you just get drinks as well at least?
Well, yeah, we would drink, but it turns out because at one point we started just drinking this scotch on the rocks. Looked at the bill once we got back to the hotel. Each of those glasses of scotch were $120 or $140 for like a little scotch on the rocks.
Was
We
it
were like,
decent?
What were we drinking?
we had a $2,000
so.
bottle of wine. It was
Yeah.
a what do you call it? 2 litre Saint Henri Penfolds, like the flagship.
So you,
2
it's
litres.
the grog that got you.
Was the grog? that
Yeah,
got us.
100%.
Always
Was the food decent?
Yeah, we had like,
I've worked.
I got Macca's after.
I finally get this. I don't like wagyu.
Ah, yeah,
I had
okay.
it. I had a little bit. It's just too greasy. It's too fatty for me.
Yeah,
So you
okay.
order a steak. I just want a good sized steak, not this little few strips of something that comes
fat.
out.
Okay.
So yes, the food was really good, but it was like I'm not a fine dine person. I can't do that shit.
Yeah, well,
I don't
Yeah,
order
look,
a steak and it's like that. It's like give me a fucking good steak.
I've gotten more.
You wanna be
into it
fed.
the older I get.
Yeah.
I only just
Yeah.
started eating steak,
Yeah.
like literally a couple 6
Really?
months
couple
ago,
of weeks ago.
and yeah, I
Why
get
did
it
you
now.
never eat
It's- I don't know. I just
Fussy boy.
Yeah, I
Very
just don't like
fussy
food.
boy.
You never ate steak.
No,
He
I
said
think
he
I'd
wanted-
had one maybe in my life. I was like, I'm never eating that again.
When
and
he
then
was 22, picture like a 10-year-old.
Like one of the little sizzle
what they
steaks or
would-
something.
No, literally what a 10-year-old would, if you go, pick whatever you want to eat. Like that's what he would eat at like
Yeah.
20 years old.
Well, once my parents moved away when I was like 18, I was left to my own devices. I hadn't grown up, so I'd buy the gummy, like you can buy the big packs of gummies. You get the little burgers, the hot dogs,
Yes,
like
yes.
That would
the
be his
glowworms,
dinner.
or the sour worms, and I'd have that for dinner.
Yeah,
And,
and wake up and scull a liter of custard in the morning as breakfast.
yeah, I've done some damage, I think, but like I've
What-
changed my ways now.
Why did you pick up a steak again?
I don't know. It just sort of it smelt nice, and I was like, I'll give it a go. But then the idea of eating meat freaks me out. Yeah, see, I got to block that out. And if
Was
it's
it
a-
just steak?
Blood.
What
I could
else
eat
did you
chicken, but that was
do?
it.
Just like beef in general, you didn't eat.
yeah, I just didn't
Like not beef pie.
no.
Really?
Yeah, no. Just stayed away from
Like
it.
beef mince in a pasta?
No.
Just no beef.
yeah, no.
Wow.
But now I can do it Well, I can do steak. I don't think I go mince. The idea of grounded.
Can I
duck
fight
meat-
you in this boxing?
That'll come back to haunt you.
Yes.
No, I'm scared for you, bro.
And that's the end of the episode.
You went to shake back real fast.
Oh no.
Wow, no beef.
All right, boys. Well, let's wrap it up. It was good to get you on. Good luck with your potty. 4 o'clock somewhere
Let's
on
get you guys on
Good
next
on you,
month,
Marty.
maybe. Yeah.
Yes.
Spotify,
YouTube, Facebook,
TikTok.
all the socials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We only post on YouTube, but we like to say that we've got them all. We've got them all.
All right, they've got 'em all.
But yeah.
You should go Spotify too.
Yes, we're on Spotify.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Apple Podcasts is the audio ones. How do you find with the audio only? Do you
No, we
do
do
video
now.
on Spotify as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do video
Yep.
now. We didn't for a long time, but now the megaphone, the thing we used, they allowed video, so now we do video there as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Spotify's a bit better because you can like swear and shit. YouTube, so they've just butchered our episodes now.
Yeah.
Like the start of this season, everything was it this season or last season? Everything was age restricted.
Last season.
So we literally just everything up. So we had to kind of change everything.
Anyway, we can talk about this off
yeah,
camera.
yeah.
We had such a solid end before. Let's go.
Pleasure to meet you, Tony.
Good to meet
You
you,
too,
See you,
boys.
Jashan.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for
4
having
o'clock
us.
somewhere.
Thanks for
Check
coming
it
on,
out,
man.
everyone.